on time.
Mommy Talk, the champions of parenting. Dr. Pert, Miss Lisa, and Miss April. Real, relatable, and right on time. Mommy Talk provides information for all facets of parenting. Listen and engage as the champions of parenting bring their experience and expertise to the world of parenthood.
Our listeners can expect to receive encouragement and resources that can help them with positive parental engagement. Come talk to us. Hello, 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 and good evening, champion parents. Our goal is to get parents excited about being mothers and fathers by providing information and resources to inspire. Let me say that again, to inspire. Positive parental engagement. How about that? Yes. Are you guys excited? I'm excited.
Parental engagement.
Yes. Are you excited?
I'm very excited about providing information and resources that can help parents. Absolutely.
Yes, I'm excited about being a resource for parents in need.
Yes, absolutely. And I as well am excited. All right, let's get into it. First of all, I wanted to ask Dr. Pert, we were speaking earlier, do you have a business that you would like to shout out?
Oh, yes, I do. So anyone looking for a decorator for their next party, call Moshi. That's Moshi. It can be reached at MOSHE1, that's the number 1, international at gmail.com. MOSHE, the number 1, international at gmail.com. She's highly sought after.
Nice. All right. Okay, so I am hoping that all of our champion parents had a great weekend. Or maybe I should say a great Monday, because why do people dread going to work on Mondays?
You be tired.
Right, you just had a good weekend. You got to sleep in.
You got to think
to
about
kick it and
everybody you
chill.
have to deal with.
Yes.
But
Yeah, the structure.
yeah, but I think once you get there, it's like, oh, yeah, this is a way of life, you know? Because, like, for me, when I go to work, I'm excited. I'm glad to be able to be that positive person that can help children.
Show you right.
All right.
Yes, yes, yes. I definitely agree. I'm excited to have a job. There's so much going on these
Yeah, it's
days.
definitely a
Benefits.
blessing.
Hello. Yes.
Health care.
Hello.
All
Food on the
right.
table.
Because
Oh,
that
sound like a
copay
church
is
song.
only $20.
Yes.
I'm like, I can work with that.
Yes. Oh, yeah, for sure. So, ladies, how was your weekend?
My weekend was amazing. You know, I just love the weekends. So I just love, you know, just relaxing and chilling. So it was really relaxing and chilling weekend for me. Yeah, I didn't do too much exciting things over the weekend, but it was just, you know, very relaxing for me.
Oh,
Yes, and this is Dr. Pert. My weekend was very relaxing. I look forward to the weekends because I get to spend time with my children, who I feel are a blessing in my life, and I truly love them. But you asked about today, and I just want to say today was one of those days for me. Picked up the little baby. She did a number 2.
oh,
I didn't have no wipes.
oh.
I had to go find that stash. You know how you look around the house and you
Yes.
think like, oh, where's that stash? Lucky for me, I was able to find a couple wipes, and I was doing good.
Okay, good.
Hallelujah.
And my
Thank
house
God.
is a mess, so anybody, I'm having a cleaning party, so if anybody want to come help out, you know, feel free to come.
I would love to come, but you have to come to my house first.
How was your weekend?
I see the neat freak didn't have anything to say. The neat freak, Miss April, didn't have anything to say about
I'll help
that.
out. I'll help out. You know, organization is my thing, so I'll help out.
How was your weekend, Miss?
My
Lisa?
weekend was really good. Thanks for asking. My weekend was good. It was relaxing. I actually went to the movies yesterday.
What you see?
We went to see Godzilla. Me and my son went.
Okay, was it cool?
It was pretty good. I did fall asleep, but I think that's just old jeans.
Who won't fall asleep on a big, what is it, gorilla?
But it was so action packed.
Godzilla. Yeah, I would have liked that. I didn't even know it was out.
It was good.
Who was the
but-
main character?
Oh, girl, don't give me the lion. Oh, Ice Cube's son.
Really?
Yes, he was in it.
I didn't know about that. Let me
what's
look.
the
We
guy
gotta go
that
see
plays
that.
in Do the Right Thing? The young
Spike Lee?
In the new Spike Lee, Do the Right Thing. The younger,
yeah.
the
Okay,
silver.
now I think I'm excited to go see it because when
Yeah.
you said Godzilla, I started thinking about
The
back
old
in the
ones
day.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yes.
So it was pretty good. I think I just fell asleep because I was tired. Yeah. So me and my
So you
son
say.
had a. Okay, there's an old joke. Okay, so basically today we are discussing gender stereotypes. So did you know that holding high expectations in children leads to more positive outcomes? And it has a positive impact on their academic performance. Great for boosting confidence, which all has positive impacts on even their social skills. We know that when people are confident in who they are, that it is good for their social skills. They are able to interact and even engage more. Would you ladies agree?
Yes, I agree. They definitely, feel good about themselves and they're able to incorporate that feeling good about themselves into their daily lives. So you definitely can see the shine or the glow.
Yes, and so speaking of having high expectations or expectations at all, we know that there are expectations that are placed on specific genders. And callers, I want to remind you to call in at 313-837-1340. But we know that there are specific gender expectations placed on, girls versus boys. So quickly, the New York Times reported on two situations where girls didn't perform in math as high as boys. And the researchers came to the conclusion that girls don't do well in math because their teachers expect less of them. Have you all heard that before, that boys typically tend to do better, or there's a higher rate of boys who are successful in math versus girls?
No, I never heard of that before.
Yeah.
That's totally new to me. I think people have, I know my students just have their subjects. Either they're strong in English or they're strong in math, and sometimes they're both. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either because as a teacher and an educator, I have high expectations for my students, and I just believe that they can.
Absolutely.
And I capitalize on their strengths.
Yes. Yes, so going back to, there is a poem, so I wonder if you guys remember this, and I don't know if people want to make age jokes or not, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it anyway. Remember the poem, What Are Little Boys Made Of? And it was actually based on a larger poem than what I can remember, What Are Folks Made Of? So I'm just going to focus on the part of, so what are little boys made of? Frogs and snails and puppy dog tails. And then what are girls made of? Sugar and spice and all things nice. Now, those are the only things that I remember growing up. Mm-hmm. So have you guys heard this before?
I have several times growing up, yeah.
And so when you heard it, do you remember your feelings or thoughts,
Yeah, well, I just make reference to the woman or the female or young lady, how they're into frilly, girly, flowers, dainty.
Yes.
Whereas the men, young boys, they're more so rough and tough. Yeah, and they're made to, endure.
Right.
As opposed to, the woman, we're not really made to endure pain or, suffering or anything. We're more so, dainty or things like that.
So speaking
Well,
of rough and tough, let you go ahead and
That's
I'll go back to
right,
that thought.
because when I hear sugar and spice and all things nice, that could be me right now.
Okay.
All right? Hey. But no, remember the cartoon Spice Girls?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think their slogan was spice everything nice or something like
The
that.
Spice Girls, the singer?
No, the
Yeah,
cartoon. I'm talking about the
Oh.
cartoon,
I don't
and it
remember
was
the
the three
Spice
girls.
Oh.
I can't even think of it, but those girls was saving the city. So
You made a cartoon?
yes.
Oh, they wasn't called the Spice Girls. They was called something else.
Powerpuff?
Powder. Powder.
Wow, okay.
That's what I
Powerpuff.
think of.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
when I
okay.
hear that saying.
Okay.
And that's funny because
Yeah.
speaking of Powerpuff Girls, they made references to this poem that's where the Powerpuff Girls, where the idea came from, kind of dealing with this
Oh,
poem.
interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. So looking on like an older scale, if the kids' poem didn't really add insult to injury, well, listen to the grown-up part because I never heard this. So it says, what are men made of? Sighs and leers and crocodile tears. That's what the men are made of. And then it says, what are young women made of? Ribbons and laces and sweet, pretty faces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got that
so
face beat.
So it just kind of further perpetuates, the stereotypes.
Gender stereotypes. I understand, yeah.
Yes, and so I was also reading, and then, I'm going to, I guess, turn it over to Dr. Pert. Dr. Pert has some wonderful insight to...
Man, that poem was so old. Ain't nobody listening or saying that poem right now.
They're not, but if you think about just growing up, and the different, ways in which we were raised or
Right.
things that are embedded so deeply in our psyche.
Right. It probably is said. The poem probably is said, probably
Okay,
phrased
when the
differently.
last time you heard it?
Okay, well, it is a nursery. Let's go to this because it is a nursery rhyme. So probably when we were in nursery school.
Well,
but
I
that
heard it
was
through
the
grade
beginning.
school and high school. I don't know if I heard of it recently, but it's still like perpetuated though, similarly.
It is. I'm just
Yeah.
playing. I'm just joking. Okay, so does society hold different expectations for girls and versus boys? And yes, they do. And so as a parent, you have to teach your children expectations regardless what their gender is, if they're a male or a female. You have to have expectations for yourself. It begins with you, and you have to role model that expectations. Then you have to have expectations for them. And then you have to tell them what their expectations should be for themselves.
That's
because
right.
sometimes they may not know. So you have to tell them and show them how to set limits and say no to peer pressure. For example, I kid you not, I came home today and my daughter was like, Mom, don't you know the 5-point plan that we came up with? Because I helped her with her homework. She said the students said that I plagiarized, that they went and told the teacher and said I plagiarized it. I'm like, okay, so then what happened? She said that the teacher asked her, did you plagiarize? And she said no. And then she said that the teacher asked her one more time, I'm going to ask you again. And she said that she felt so much pressure on her that she gave in to it and said yes. And so I felt like as a champion parent, I had to make sure that I teach my daughter, that I tell her,
Yeah.
every day, I tell you that you're a leader. And therefore, that means you have to stand up for yourself
That's
even
right.
when that pressure is on. So you have to teach your children expectations.
Yeah.
So let's remind our listeners out there, as a champion at parenting, what does it mean to be a champion parent?
Absolutely.
Callers, I know that you're calling in because we hear you, but our engineer right now is not here. So while the ladies tell you what it means to be a champion parent, I'm going to go locate him.
All right, Dr. Pert. So this is Miss Lisa responding. In my opinion, what it means to be a champion parent is that basically that you are always striving to do better, that you are always, there is no limit on what you can do. There's no limit on success and how you raise your children. Is that you just want to continue being better and you seek ways.
Yeah, so being a champion parent is just continuing to be better. You understand the values of being a parent, you committed to your children, and you're just seeking to evolve and get better.
That's right. As a champion parent, you have to love your children. You have to put them first. You have to make sure they're safe, make sure they're getting educated. And I feel like don't antagonize your children. Don't you all feel that way? Because sometimes as parents, we can perpetuate a situation. So
Yeah, we can't let it go. We just got to keep, because I think, like, for me, I know that sometimes I think about it. I think about a situation and then I like to revisit it because I feel like I didn't get my point across. But it's only to make sure they understand why I said what I said, whatever is a situation. Because I think about, okay, well, maybe I should have said this. So I try to work it in our conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, so I can revisit it so they can understand the importance.
understood. And I just want to say this, as a champion parent, it's important to develop the whole child. And our engineer came back. We appreciate you. And we have 2 callers. Caller, are you there?
Hi, welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hi, this is Dorothy.
Hey, Dorothy.
Hi, and I want to say for me, a champion parent is wanting your children to do better than to accomplish more than what you accomplished.
Yep.
That's all I wanted for my kids was that I went to school, I went to college, but I always wanted my children to do better. Do
Yes.
better. And
Yes.
so I tried to help them and teach them and be an example that they would do better.
Yes, modeling is important for your children. You always want them
Yeah.
to strive and be better.
Yes.
Let the world know that you're a champion parent.
I am a champion parent.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Well said.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Hi, caller. Welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hi, how are you ladies doing?
Hi, we're fine. How are you?
We just Peachy King checking in from Georgia.
Hey.
Hey, how's the weather down there?
It's 101 degrees.
Oh, Jesus.
Woo-wee.
Yeah. Hot.
Augusta, GA.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to call you guys and comment on your topic tonight. And I think you ladies are right on it about a woman's gift versus the man's prize.
Yes.
And we are gifts, and I don't think that we're appreciated for everything that we bring to the table. It seems like nowadays, and I'm coming in I'm about 10 minutes late logging in, so I'm logging into you guys, so I missed a little bit of it. But if it's from what I'm thinking from catching this tail end, it seems like men hold us up to such a high esteem, to such high expectations, where it's almost superwoman level, and we just have so much already on us as far as our careers, as far as raising our families, and still it seems like it's never enough. Am I correct on the subject, ladies? Because again, I only caught the last few minutes.
Hi, caller. You are correct on the subject, but actually I want to comment because I agree with you to a certain extent, because that statement is a stereotype, because all men don't generalize that women, you have some men that place expectations on women more than other men do. So I think it's just a matter of the individual, because even some women place more expectations on men, because sometimes, we think he needs to have a big bank. He needs to take care of things. He needs to have a big bank and take care of the house. He needs to take care of the car. He needs to do all of that, and I'm not, this is not my opinion. I'm just saying what the stereotype is. I got to clear that up.
I wasn't okay. My comment wasn't about a stereotype. Mine was my actual experiences.
Okay.
I would never generalize and say all, because I don't know every man.
Right. Absolutely.
And I know there's plenty of good men. My father is one. My sister's husband is one. So
Yes.
I have friends that are good men, but the ones that I've had to put
pleasure and displeasure of hooking, sometimes, you got to throw them back.
Yeah. And I agree with you, caller, because I've had that experience before where I was expected to do so much, and then that's when I have to do my famous moonwalk backwards.
Oh, and caller, I just want to say, communication is very important in any relationship. So I think in any relationship, it's important, especially when you're talking about being with somebody, you have to share what your expectations are in the beginning so that everybody can clarify where they're coming from. And then you have a decision to say, oh, I'm going to decide to deal with this or I'm not. You understand what I'm saying?
I sure do, but I've had the experience of people sending their representatives, and this is what they say in the beginning.
Oh, yes.
Well, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Caller, are you a champion at parenting?
Yes, I am.
Let the world know.
I am a champion at parenting. Can I get you to co-sign?
That's right. You sound like one. And thank you for calling.
Yes.
Thank you for calling all the way from Georgia.
Yes.
Georgia in the house.
Love the show. Love the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
God bless.
God bless you as well.
God bless you too.
Good night.
Hi, caller. Welcome to Mommy Talk. Hey, caller. Welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I am wonderful. I just want to stop and say to all of you all, it is a wonderful, phenomenal, amazing idea that you all are on this air doing this. And I got to stop and give a special acknowledgement to my colleague, Dr. Pert. This is Orlando Bogan.
Oh, hey. Thank you for listening.
Hey,
to
Mr.
Mommy
Bogans.
Talk.
How are you? This April.
Hey, April.
Yeah, Seth and Caleb's mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how are
All
you?
of this.
Right.
Well,
Good,
Mr.
good.
Bogan, I feel a little left out. This is Miss Lisa. I am your frat brother's neighbor, Chris. Don't say his last
Okay.
name on here.
Listen, okay, so it sounds like we all may need to have a conversation off air, but listen.
Yes, sir.
I'm getting ready to walk into a meeting, and Dr. Pert has sent me these alerts about this show, and I
Yes.
just had to stop and say, look at what these wonderful, smart, educated, and strong women are doing, and I accept the fact that you all are open to receive commentary on certain subjects that are affecting our children and households of today. The generation has definitely changed since we all have been in school and we don't have the neighbors and all of that kind of stuff like we used to. And teachers have changed, policies have changed, but as we continue to partner and be the stakeholders that we need for our future, I think that we can grab a hold onto what it's going to be like, because these kids and policy holders will determine what we may get for our Social Security. So
Yes.
it's a wonderful thing to have you guys doing this. So I just wanted to stop and acknowledge what you're doing. Say keep up the good work, because
We
we got to continue
appreciate you.
to support one another. Yeah, man,
Thank
we got to do that.
you. Thank you so much. And be sure to share it with your parents.
Yes. We could
I
bring some
will.
flyers.
I will.
With
All
your
right.
champion.
Absolutely.
Are you a champion at parenting?
Come on now, man. Listen, come on. You know what I do.
Hey. All right. Thank you. And I just want to say thank you for the shout out. Mommy Talk wouldn't be Mommy Talk without my girls, Miss Lisa and Miss April.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Pert.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for calling, Mr. Bogans.
Absolutely.
Okay, have a good evening.
You too.
So we were talking about expectations for our children, and so as a champion parent, you just have to be mindful of the expectations that you teach your children. And so in society, there are roles that are gender specific. The expectations are based on things that we see that our specific gender should take part in. In many cases, the roles of a man tend to be more domineering, more Mr. Fix-It and boss type, whereas a woman, we're viewed as more docile and should be more prissy and in careers and actually be in the kitchen. And that's, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not about to be in the kitchen slaving, because I done tried to cook and my food is a hit or miss.
I love to cook.
That's good, but
I do. I love to cook and I love to eat.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's not one of my strengths, you
Yeah,
know? So, but I'm strong in other areas.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. Like Miss Lisa, she would get out there and cut the grass.
I will.
yeah.
I do cut the grass.
Right. And that's
relaxing.
amazing.
Yeah.
I was like, shucks, I wouldn't even know how to even begin to even start the lawnmower.
Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
So yeah, we definitely have our own strengths and weaknesses, and it necessarily doesn't cater to or have to be okay. This is a man, something for a woman. It's just universal.
And it's funny because I had a friend when I was in college. I had ordered, this was in my my first apartment, I ordered a dining room table and I had to put the table together myself. So I looked at my friend and he's like, what do you expect me to do with it? I'm like, what do you mean? I expect you to fix it, Mr. Fix It.
Right.
You know, and he was like, well, I didn't, like he had never dealt with tools before. And I'm like, where you been? Because I can remember being in elementary school trying to screw things together. I mean, I just would try. I just wanted to, I had to fend for myself with some things. So I'm
Yes.
just like, no, okay.
Yeah, you have to experiment and deal with certain things and building and
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah, so
Those were those expectations that, I placed on them.
that's probably how my son's gonna be looking. They're gonna be like, what? What is that for?
Oh, my goodness.
Remember Ricky was on the show and he you asked him the question about your
Yeah, I know they're going to be
yeah.
okay, but I just know some things they're not necessarily exposed. I know they're going to be okay, but they're just not exposed to certain things that would be quote unquote pertaining to what a man's supposed to do. Like they never change the tire, they never.
Yeah.
But as long as if they can get it done and provide the
They said they're
resource,
going to.
that's fine.
They said that they're going to make millions and hire people to do that. They'd be like, "Oh, Mama hired somebody to do that." I was like, "Okay."
That's right.
Yeah,
So they already got that mindset.
champion parents, that key that the takeaway from that is, just because you can't do certain things, you can be resourceful
Absolutely.
and you can find out, educate. What's the other word I'm looking for?
Leverage your resources.
Yes, we research. That's what
Research,
I'm looking
yeah.
for.
Right.
Research. Yes.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you for listening and spending your evening with us here on Mommy Talk. For additional information, visit us on social media platforms at Mommy Talk Network or on our website at www.mommytalk.com. Come talk to us each and every Monday on 1340 AM or 96.7 FM WCHB Detroit from 7:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. Take note on our upcoming events, Chicken and Chatting with Champion Parents. We have 3 workshops. The first is Saturday, June 29th at 2 o'clock p.m., Northwest Activity Center. The second one is Saturday, July 13th at 2 p.m., Sacred Hearts Activity Center. The third one is Saturday, July 27th at 2 p.m., also at Northwest Activity Center. We also have a Champion Parents free book bag, a school supply rally. That's Saturday, August 24th at 1 p.m., and that's at First United Church off Joy Road in Wyoming. Again, visit us on all social media platforms at Mommy Talk Network or on our website for additional information and to sign up for our events. Our website is www.mommytalk.com. In closing, I would like to leave you with a very special quote by Lucille Ball. What was her character?
Lucy.
Oh, Lucy. Yeah, I love Lucy.
There they go with the old jokes. Yeah, y'all telling your age.
So she said, love yourself first and everything else falls into line. You really have to love yourself to get anything done in the world. And that's just so profound because we have to have self-love in order to perpetuate or show love to others.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So thank you for listening to Mommy Talk and be amazing.
And give us feedback, callers. Please don't hesitate to give us feedback on the website, on the social media outlets. Please do not hesitate to tell us what you think.
Should be our next
Topic.
Yep.
Yes.
We appreciate all the feedback.
And we do actually owe a topic to Luciana Simpkins. If you're out there listening, we are going to get to the homeschooling topic. Yep.
Thank you for listening. Have a good evening, champion parents.
Thank you for listening to Mommy Talk, the champions of parenting. And remember, you too can be a champion of parenting. Continue to support and love your children. For additional information, you can contact us at info@mommytalk.com or visit our website at www.mommytalk.com. We can also be found via social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mommy Talk Network. Please listen to us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on WCHB Detroit's Gospel Station.
Come talk to us.